Dwight Howard, back in the news. He says that ego is dead, and he talks wanting to play like Draymond Green. So let me just go ahead on it.
What?
Let me read this to you. I'll read the comments. In an interview with Stadium and the Athletics Shams Charania, I don't think I pronounced that right, but Howard explained how he was inspired by the Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green. He said, "I want to be whatever a team needs me to be. I've played in every situation so far. I used to really hate how Draymond plays. But what I noticed watching him during these playoffs was that he does everything for a team. He's everywhere. He'll get attacked. He'll take a charge. He'll be everywhere on defense. He's talking. He does everything. It doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but it shows up in the mind of everyone watching. I want to be that person."
Wow.
So he is a free agent.
Apparently, Dwight Howard has not been reading scouting reports that he's been getting. Because if he's just figuring this out, what happened to the scouting reports that you were getting that said Draymond does everything?
He said he didn't really like Draymond's game, but I mean, if you want to stay on the court, especially, I don't even know if his skills have depleted. I really don't quite understand what happened to Dwight, because where he was versus where he is now, I'm still confused. But the way you stay on the court for whatever reason or whatever's going on in your situation is to do that small stuff.
Right, but Dwight cannot do that small stuff.
Yeah,
he's acting like he can
dribble,
take an injection, and then all of a sudden his skill set changes. No, the reason why Dwight is where he is now is because he's like 34 years old, and his game was always predicated on athleticism,
And he doesn't have it.
Yeah, not anymore.
I remember when Patrick Ewing was working with him in Orlando and trying to help him to create a skill set.
That was a very, very young Dwight.
Yeah, but he was trying to teach him what you have to do when your athleticism dies down. You got to have go-to moves.
He never approached anything near what Patrick Ewing was.
Oh, of course not.
Offensively.
Yeah. Of course
all
not.
about skills. Now, you
not.
think about that.
Yeah.
Because when Patrick Ewing came into the league, he was looked at as pure athleticism. By the time he was done, he was shooting threes.
You know, even if Dwight just rebounded, if he could pull down 15 rebounds a night, which I think he's very capable of. I think he's capable stand around the basket and grab a rebound instead of trying to do other things.
But you got to have 10 rebounds is standing around the basket, you being tall and athletic enough, right? 15 rebounds, you got to want rebounds.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If you've got nothing else,
rebounds.
if you can't score 20 a night anymore and they're not looking for you to do that, you can use that energy to try to do something else.
He's trying to get 2 years, $16 million with an option for a third.
It's not happening.
That's what he's trying to get.
Because they traded him from the Wizards, where he didn't get a chance to play because of the back injury. Traded him to the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies they bought him out. So now he's trying to search for his next situation.
I'm surprised.
Marbury's team in China.
What about it?
They might need a big.
Oh. Might not be a bad situation.
He could probably could he dominate?
No. Dwight Howard is washed up as an NBA player.
You don't think he can dominate a little bit?
No.
Maybe get.
Here's my thing. He's saying that the ego is dead. And like Joey said, he's 34, 35 years old, and it's
There's
like
a lot of things that are dead.
But why is the ego dead so late in your career? You should have been addressed that.
And I think the ego is situated around the fact he was a 20 and 10 dude, and he was that guy. Like, everybody's going to him early on in his career, and so now that for whatever reason the back or whatever it is, he doesn't get those looks anymore. I think it maybe gets to him a little bit. I'm wondering if that's the reason it just doesn't work.
I don't know. Him and Carmelo cannot be LeBron. LeBron has taken care of his body.
Listen.
He has developed skills in order for him to play this long. Dwight Howard has not done that.
Never had the skills.
Exactly.
Dwight Howard would be okay right now if the hook shot was money. You know what I'm saying? Look at Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol went from posting up on the block and playing high-low 95% of the time.
He's a spot-up shooter now.
And
he hits.
Right.
And he does.
Right. And does a lot of things.
Yeah.
He does a lot of things.
And he started by doing that elbow jump shot. He went to the Spurs. Then he developed a 3-point shot.
Look at Brolo. Brooke Lopez.
He's come a long way.
Right.
He was eating on the Nets, and then he just took his game a step further. And I didn't know he was going to do that in the Bucks. His range is
right
27 feet out.
He started shooting the threes on the Nets.
He did.
Right, but
now his range is like 27 feet.
Yes.
He wasn't doing that in the Nets.
Right.
I like to see him take a couple less of those shots because he's turning into full-on Reggie Miller at times during the game. Like, I mean, he's heat checking himself. You know what I mean? So, yeah, whatever. I mean, we'll see what happens. That's game to game. Some nights he'll come out, get you 20 and hit 7 or 8 from 3, and then other nights he'll be 0 for 5 from down there. But,
all he got to do is show up in playoff time. That's what
I guess so. And his brother's there now, too, so... they'll probably share a little time together.
Speaking